Hey, hello everybody. I wish you a happy new year. I hope you had a nice New Year's Eve. And yeah, this is going to be a pick a card about how is your year 2020 going to be. This is actually part 2. There are 8 piles to choose. I already uploaded, already did the other part, pile angels. This is crystals. Okay, first you choose a video, either the angels or the crystals, and then you pick a pile, because the first video turned out to be 2 hours and I knew it was going to be too long. That is why I decided to split it into 2 different videos. So again, you choose first if you want to pick a pile from video crystals, or the other one would be video angels. I had those little angels, 3 of them. And yeah, if it is pile crystals or video crystals, you get to pick your pile. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, there are lots of cards. I'm going to put those aside. We're going to start with those cards. I haven't seen them myself yet because I just drew them, but I haven't checked them out. So we will see what Spirit is going to tell us for your year, and we're going to do charms as well. I will put this aside. So let's see, what is your year 2020 going to be like? You got spring. See your seeds grow. That's a nice start. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. We've got the Gatherer, number 21. Cherish self, I accept and love myself. We've got Butterfly Transformation, get ready for a big breakthrough. We've got Cougar Confidence, be bold and take charge. This card is called Receptiveness, being receptive, and Success. We've got Connection. We've got Patience and Planning. Solitude. Fulfillment of wishes. Religious factors. Express your love. Choose peace, Paramahansa Yogananda. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. Oh, you got express love twice. Okay. We've got Follow the Moon, number 15. No, 13. 13, sorry. Okay, you can't even see all the cards. I'm going to put the crystals aside. You know what group you're in now, you crystals. Then we've got this card, Flow. And I'm going to read it. To be open means to flow, not to hold yourself rigid and fear and resistance. Your true nature is openness. You do not have to achieve it, for you are already open. It is the mind that is closed, locked into certain belief systems that arise from your unconditioned experience. The open heart is open to all experiences, for the wisdom of your heart knows that at the center of all experience is love. If you're searching for serenity, security, and prosperity, and to be loved, know it already exists. All you have to do is feel and see it. As you do, the old illusions fueled by outdated beliefs and thought patterns will dissolve, and your energy will transcend, moving you towards more of who you are. Feel the flow. Okay, we got the flow. And then we've got this card, Angel Wings. Okay. Through the power of love, all shall unfold in the most perfect way for all concerned. This card is a blessing from an angel who is here to reassure you that all is well. There's no need to worry. All is bathed in a sea of divine love. Okay. Okay. Where do I put this? Okay, I have to put it somewhere. Here. Okay, let me look at that. What I noticed is that this card to me looks like winter, and we do have spring here. So it says, see your seeds grow. So maybe it is important for you right now during the winter time. I mean, winter just started on December 21st, and spring will start in March 21st. So it's still winter. Plant your seeds so you can see your seeds grow. And then also we do see this flower here. which means being receptive. And then we do have transformation, butterflies. So it looks like you are going through some time of change right now. You do have the gatherer, that can be like gathering of anything, information, whatever it is. What I sense right now is that it's the right time to like in winter. In winter, you kind of withdraw, it's not the energy of going out, it's the energy of going within, like in a hibernation. And for some reason I am hearing the song The Rose by, I think it's by Bette Midler right now. You can look it up, The Rose. And this song is actually about being scared of love, or being scared of life in general, being scared of doing things and therefore not doing anything. And it's about basically dying without even living, because you don't even want to experience different things. And then it's like that in winter you plant a seed, there's beneath all the snow there's the seed, and then in spring it becomes the rose. That is what I do have in my head right now. So I guess it is time now to look into yourself, because we do have time to reflect here. We've got solitude, which is basically the hermit card. We've got patience and planning here. And then we have other cards. This is success. This is action speak loudly. Express your love. And then we have express your love too. And then we have be bold and take a charge with the cougar. You see that? So I guess right now, it's during the winter time, it is time to, maybe withdraw a little. This could be anything. I'm getting some kind of divine relationship for some of you, because this card always reminds me of divine relationship, because we have two pillars that are growing, and it needs a little time. And we do have all the seasons here, maybe it's takes a little time. Maybe it has already taken a little time. It has taken through summer and winter. Spring, summer, fall, and now there's winter. And it's time to reflect and choose love. Maybe there have been some things in the past between a person, doesn't have to be romantic, or it can be the situation too. It can be work related, for example, that you have not been at peace with, and now it is time to really take this time to reflect. And you see her, she's looking into this mirror, and this mirror is kind of like looking through a portal, or maybe like a different timeline, different portal. And the gatherer, I'm getting gather information, because we do have the book here as well. She's taking time, and it's the hermit mode, and she is taking time to gather informations and to see what she can do in order to take care of herself, because we do have cherish self. I accept and love myself, so maybe self-worth is something that is going to be important. We've got follow the moon, which is also talking about cycles, of course, and also following your intuition. And again, this card to me, it looks very much like winter. Kind of reminds me with the colors like this, right? And it is time to let go of any resistance you have right now, and to really basically just take a time out and take care of yourself. I don't have any negative cards here, so it doesn't look like you have a lot to work through, a lot to shadow work to do, for example. I'm a big fan of doing shadow work. I think you've already done a lot. Doesn't mean that you get to quit now, because we do have number 49 here, which equals 13, which is death, transformation as well. And then we do have transformation here. And I think you're going to receive something very beautiful from the divine. You see, this is being receptive. And I think what you're going to receive is also some information on what to do. I mentioned divine counterparts. I get it because I've got the 11 here, like those two pillars. We got divine protection and divine timing here. And I also noticed those little hearts here that I'm mirroring. And then we've got the mirror guardian here as well, which is also talking about mirroring. I am wondering if some of you are the divine masculine energy looking at this, because we do have several cards, again, about taking action, about expressing love. We have two cards that actually say express your love and express your love. I mean, do you see that it's funny how the divine sometimes is when I chose those cards? I mean, I didn't choose them looking at them. I chose them like from behind. You know, I didn't see what I was picking. Express your love, express your love. But now, right now, as I said before, it's I think springtime is when you see your seeds grow. And again, we do have the bunny that's talking about fertility and also reminds me of spring. And then we do have the connection here. I know I don't want to I mean, this is a very important card here. It actually is talking about connection with a specific person, and we got love letters here. And we got here, this card is a blessing. Again, it's talking about divine love and love in general. So I think during this winter time, this time out, it's just important for you to be in the flow and know that everything will follow in divine timing. Follow the moon here is also telling me that, yeah, it is divine that is talking to you through your higher self, and you already will know what it is. Then we do have divine counterparts. For me, this card speaks about it. Your love is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. I don't read it like this. Usually religious factors, of course, that may be an issue for some of you, but I usually only see it more like divine factors, you know, like a divine counterpart relationship, like twin flames, for example. They have to go through a different journey, a process, before they finally can draw that person in. And this is kind of the vibe that I get from that card. That it is, you see the crown chakra basically being illuminated, and then we see all this information pouring in. So I think you're going to know suddenly when you have to act. I mean, that's what I said. Maybe you are the divine masculine and you are called to action, and sometime, I mean, can be spring. I don't want to say specific times because timelines can be different depending on how well you manage to get into the flow. Or you are a divine feminine and you have a divine masculine who's all of a sudden that he is getting the information, or she, divine masculine can be a she too, and then that person is taking action. And then we do have the butterfly, which is talking about get ready for a big breakthrough. Then we got fulfillment of wishes, of course. So I think there's something very amazing happening for you in 2020. And I think it won't take very long because we do have spring here. But mirroring always reminds you if your person is not coming, or your job opportunity, or whatever it is, money, whatever it is, right? Choose peace. Don't get anxious, because if you get anxious, of course, you're sending negative vibes into the universe or to the other person, like, where are you? You're not coming fast enough. And then that person, of course, has to mirror that anxiety you send out, and you can't draw in what you want. So we do have cherish yourself. That's what I said. In the meantime, till spring, of course, after springtime as well, you do take care of yourself, because I think this part, yeah, it's about a connection, and your solitude will end. But again, I'm feeling drawn to the Gatherer, and it's the book about gathering information. It can be about anything, of course. It can be a job opportunity that you want to gather information about, a different job, about spiritual ascending, about your divine connection, of course, about anything pretty much. But I feel like it is important for you to actually see what is happening. Then I notice we do have 21 here. 21 in tarot would be the world, which talks about ending of cycles. And then we have 2 9s here, 99, and 9s are also talking about ending of cycles. And then again, we do have transformation here. We do have winter indicated here, and then springtime. So I think you will get your breakthrough, most of you, during the first half, maybe even first quarter. Spring begins in March 21st till June 21st. I think for most of you, in the first half of the year, there is going to be a breakthrough. In the meantime, you just choose peace. Don't get into any fights. Just cherish yourself. Take care of yourself and be receptive for when your divine counterpart comes, or if you are the divine masculine and it's your job to go to the other person, you will get signs from the universe. You can, of course, also ask for signs, but you will get signs when it's done. Right now, it's not the right time because, again, we do have patience and planning. I think the divine is helping you, also planning. And then we do have solitude for right now, but I think for not much longer. This is a beautiful pile. I wish I had chosen it, but I haven't chosen anything, so Yeah, let's see what the charms have to say. Okay. Yeah. We've got this mood ring here. It doesn't work though. It's supposed to change color, right? But it is a mood ring. And this can indicate that maybe you are a bit moody, or your person is a bit moody. And again, it does say choose peace. So if you are like not relaxed, again, it's time for you to choose peace and not to be too moody, and never, of course, let your moods treat another person in a bad way because of mood swings, whatever it is. I'm sorry, I can't get this to focus. I'm trying. Then we've got a little hemp here, which to me indicates relaxing, but also if there's some health problems, of course, I'm not a physician, but maybe you can see if some plant-based products would help you. Just talk to your physicians about that. But I'm getting about something about healing with this, and also about relaxing. We do have some letters here, if they are if they're important for you. That was Pluto. We do have an L, a B, and a Y. Maybe those letters are significant for you. If they're not, it's okay, just toss it. Then what I like is we've got some mirroring going on, because we've got the hope twice. Is it hope? Wait, yeah, okay. We got hope twice, and this is an infinity symbol. And if I got this twice, it means that two people are hopeful about a connection, or you can hope about several things and hoping that this will last for forever. So there is hope. Do not give up. You are worrying too much, because I've got the worry doll. Then we got Pluto. Pluto's talking about transformation again, so another confirmation that this year for you will be very, very, very transformative. It is a time to make your plans, because again, we do have patience and planning here with this card, right? And we have two of the chess figures, and to me those indicate, planning, making wise decisions. Then we've got Leo here. So maybe something important is going to happen in Leo season, which would be around August. But also it says generosity may be important. Maybe it's important for you to be more generous. Maybe also to yourself. Cherish self. Or your person may be very generous, may gift you, or you may gift other people. And generous doesn't have to be material. You can be generous with words, kind words, time, whatever it is, right? Then we've got the seashell. This to me indicates the ocean. Maybe you are going to go on a holiday somewhere where there's water. Maybe your person loves water. Maybe you love water. So water may be important for you. Then we've got this little mirror that I think it's a mirror. I don't know what it's supposed to be. This actually came out in the other video, in one of these. Yeah, so we've got I think it's a mirror. There may be some mirroring going on. Yeah, didn't we have mirroring? We have time to reflect. Yeah, a reflection can be mirroring as well, right? But I do get mirroring. Wasn't there something else with mirroring? Maybe one of the other videos. But again, so mirroring may be important. This one, it's the evil eye. So maybe there is somebody who's jealous of you, or you have a problem with jealousy. Again, do choose peace. Do not get into any petty fights. You're above that, okay? If you do have some problems with jealousy, you should work on your solar plexus chakra, because solar plexus chakra is the one that is for self-worth, of course. And self-worth and self-love. Somebody who is inside a self-worth doesn't have to be jealous. Jealousy is for insecure people, not for strong people who know their own strength, okay? Unless there is, your person is cheating, for example, yeah? But usually jealousy is something that you should work on. Maybe there is something that does not want this connection to happen, then watch out of that, but don't worry about it too much because you are protected. And I wouldn't worry too much about things like that, because you know what you think about all the time is what you manifest. So you want to think positive because your connection is protected. You can see this little heart in the angels. The spirit is protecting this connection. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it in general. I mean, we do have the worry doll, this one. And the leaf for me, I always get the image of a tree, a leaf that's falling off the tree and then it's floating in the wind. And the wind indicates thoughts. So to me, this is like, let your thoughts flow, let your thoughts wander. Don't overthink stuff. Don't worry too much. Get lighter thoughts. Then we've got this horse. This horse to me can indicate being single. If your person is in a relationship or you're in a relationship you no longer want, and it can be freeing yourself of it. But also to me, horses are just freedom. You know, like feeling free and getting a little wild maybe as well. Then we do have the owl. To me, owls indicate that something that is not seen right now will be seen, because owls can see in the dark. So maybe there's something that you cannot see coming, and then all of a sudden you see that it's finally there. Then we do have this little skull, which also stands for transformation. So we do have a lot of transformation going on. We've got the butterfly. Then we've got the little, is it called a stroller, that's standing for new beginnings. So another indication of, yeah, transformation basically. We've got the dog. This is from the Chinese astrology terms. And the dog for me is talking about being loyal, but also about friendships. So friendships may be important for you this year. Maybe an actual dog, pet may be important for you this year. And again, it's talking about being playful and loyal. Then we've got the cross. To me, this indicates fate. Not in a bad way, not like punishment, because again, you have so many beautiful cards. But something that is fated in a good way is coming into your life. Then we have music that may be important. Maybe your person is a musician, maybe you're a musician, maybe music, listening to music is important to you. But anyway, we do have music. You know, I want to say anything that is about some kind of art can be important for you, because art is something that can relax, and also it helps you express your feelings and finding yourself. Maybe you have some artistic new project you want to start, so this is a confirmation that you should do it. Then I was talking about your love being protected, and we do have this as well, because we've got the heart and there's this circle around it, protective circle of your love. And then we've got even more love coming in and another heart. So this year may be a year where you do some stuff, because to me this cat on the bike indicates going out, having fun, doing stuff, starting new hobbies, or just, yeah, going on adventures, something like that. Then we do have this bear with a flower, which to me indicates positive surprises, maybe even gifts. We do have the generous card. Didn't I say something about generosity? Yeah, I said it about Leo. Generous. So again, this can be like positive surprises. You may be the generous person, or somebody is going to be generous to you throughout the year. So that might be something. We do have the rose for romance. So definitely romance. We've got the fish. Fish can stand for money in the Lenormand, but of course it is also standing for emotions, because water is the emotional element, and fish, they can go deep. So it indicates deep emotions, but also if you are transforming, because again, we do have butterflies, garlands, whatever, it may be that some emotions that you were hiding, that you were oppressing, may come to the front in order to be healed. Then we've got the little fan. To me, this fan indicates sexuality, because this means it is getting hot. Maybe you're getting some. I wish you luck. Then we've got the kissing emoji, more love coming in, and yeah, you got the ring. You've got the ring. You're the pilot, got the ring. This ring, of course, doesn't have to mean like literal getting married or getting engaged, but it is talking about commitment. Doesn't have to be commitment in a relationship. It can be. Again, we've got a connection here, right? And there's like hearts and more music. Maybe music is something that you two share, but again, any time of commitment, it can be a job as well. So this is what I got for you. And then of course I bought these. Let's see what else. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah, none of these really worked. I think they're supposed to like break here, but none of those. I mean, I did the first video. Look, we got another mirroring. Yay. And then there's usually a bad joke in there. Let's read the bad joke. So again, mirroring may be something important because this one came out as well. So you've got another mirroring because you've got two mirrors, okay? Your person is mirroring you, you're mirroring a person. Also, this to me talks about attraction. So it doesn't only have to be a person, but the outside, the outside world is mirroring your inside. If you're not in inner peace with yourself, then you're not going to attract peace on the outside. So that is why loving yourself is so important, because if you take good care of yourself, and I'm not talking about becoming a narcissist or being totally egoistic, that's not it, right? Because there is an in between. And if you take care of yourself, then you can get that merit as well. Let's read a bad joke. And again, that same joke came up in another one. The dentist is saying to the patient, you need a crown, and the patient finally, somebody understands me. Okay, this can indicate several things. We've got a dentist, so we've got a doctor and a patient. Maybe health is something I don't want to say you need to take, I mean, you always need to take care of your health, but nothing you should concern about too much, because again, you have fulfillment of wishes and we have choose peace. And if we do have the mirroring again, if you have inner peace on the inside, then this is what you're going to attract. And this also indicates, of course, your health. If you raise your frequency, then your physical body, of course, will align as well. But then you need a crown. Maybe it is time for you to crown yourself. And again, I'm not talking about becoming a narcissist. I'm talking about treating yourself like a queen. If you want to attract a king, you need to be a queen, okay? If you want to attract an emperor, you need to be the empress, not a clingy little spoiled princess, okay? Not even spoiled, needy. Needy may be a word, okay? So this is about taking care of yourself again. And as I said, for you, I think positive change is going to happen soon. And I think with this card, you're going to get a lot. And did I mention this card is talking about success, celebration, success. So I think it is going to be a beautiful year for you, as long as you manage to stay in the flow. And if you want to read this again, you can pause it right now. Wait, I'm trying to focus it. Yeah, pause right now. And anyway, I wish you a happy new year. And wow, 2020, right? It came so fast. It's gonna be an awesome year. It's gonna be awesome, and I hope that many counterparts are getting connected this year. We have been working on that for so long and so hard, right? So now it is time. Anyway, I am available for private readings. Please like, subscribe, and share. That is important for me to grow my channel. And again, Happy New Year. And now we're going to pile number 2. Also, I want to tell you, pile number 2, I am available for private readings, and if this resonates, please subscribe, like, and share. I do have lots of other videos. It is a new channel, so I still kind of need your subscriptions and likes in order to grow my channel, because the more people who like it, then it will appear, as a suggestion for other people as well, and they can find me. Okay, I haven't read these cards as well yet. Let's see what you've got. You've got the Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. Water Guardian. Connect with your emotions. Can you read it? Okay. The Journey. Beautiful. This sums up to number 11. Master number 11. Sharing of yourself. I am an incredibly generous being. We've got the Eagle Spirit. Trust your higher self. Dragonfly illusion. You know who you really are. I'm already getting a message and I like it. Intensity. Wow. Look, we got the hour intensity. Oh, this translates to being greedy. Yeah, look, we got sharing yourself and being greedy. So maybe that is something that's going to happen. We got resolving conflicts. I'm going to put it here. I'm sorry you can't see all of them, but I'm going to pick them up during the reading. We've got accelerated motion, material harvest, rejoice in celebration. We've got new love, a new person has deep romantic feelings. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. Nice. Apollo, this translates to focus on your strength. Then we've got spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time together with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. You can pause and look at this if you want to. Then we've got wash away your burdens, number 48. So we've got this beautiful flower and this wish. When we stand at the edge of the wishing well, we throw coins into the well with the hope that something will change in our life. Instead of wishing, have the courage to dive into the wishing well. Delve into your depth and you will find the richness of your soul. As you are immersed in your splendor, all is transformed. Nice. And we've got this one. Meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of soul. Wow, this is very similar to this, right? You will find the delve into the depth and you will find the richness of your soul. Wow. Okay. Okay, sorry. Meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of your soul. It is spiritual communion with your true self and all creation. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time, but meditation would help you greatly. It could have a positive influence on every area of your life, including your career and relationships. So, okay. I get two main messages right here. Okay. Elephant in the room, we do have love here. For some of you, there may be a new love coming in that is going to be your true love. Okay, for some of you, it could be something like a twin flame because we've got the journey and this is number 11. And your person then will come, if you are separated, your person will come back. It is your true love and you will start new. For others of you, you are already in a relationship and maybe there have been some conflicts right now because we do have the resolving conflicts card and we do have being greedy and sharing of yourself. Maybe your person hasn't had enough time for you or you haven't had enough time for your relationship or didn't put enough effort into your relationship. And now it is time to actually work on that, okay? Also, what I get is that if you are in a relationship and that person does not see your worth, because again this can talk about worth, then know that you know who you really are. And if you are in a relationship that is not giving you anything positive, then it is maybe time to go out and find your true love. But I think this is only for very few of you. I think for most of you, you already know who your love is, your true love. You are on a journey. That person is not with you right now because he can't show or she can't show you your worth yet because you haven't found your worth yet. And it is time to share your trust in your higher self and you know who you really are. It's time that you get to know how worthy you are actually. And then we do have wash away your burdens. So again, we do have resolving conflict, washing away your burdens. So I think there is some stuff that it is time you leave behind now. And what I also get is surround yourself with protective energy. And then we have the water guardian. What I get is that this relationship, it is divinely guided and protected. But also, it is maybe time that you protect yourself from yourself, negative thoughts, etc. And it is, I think that some of you, yeah, I think self-worth may be an issue, because we do have also consider your strength, is that some of you don't know your strength yet, and it is important that for you to find out, because we do have celebration, harvesting. Can material harvest doesn't have to be really money. We do see this illumination here, and harvest can, or material harvest can also be like having your person in the material world, in the 3D, finally getting to that point. But first we do have this getting to know yourself. I think this is the main, yeah, it's a journey, and if you are on a spiritual journey, doesn't mean, or doesn't matter if you have a counterpart or not. I believe you are on a spiritual journey, and we do have two cards that actually talk about getting to know yourself and getting to know your own soul and spend some quality time together. Can of course indicate your person, if you have a person, but it can also indicate spending quality time with yourself. And when I'm talking about quality time, I'm not talking about being on your cell phone. I'm talking about, yeah, meditating, for example, doing things that make you feel good and that make you feel your worth, because then you will see progress. Because we do have this card that is talking about intensity, and you see it's like an arrow that's shooting forward, and we do have this arrow here that's kind of also reminding me of a compass. So I guess spirit is already guiding you, because we have the eagle. Trust in your higher self. Your higher self is like a compass guiding you north. And then we do have accelerated motion. It's number 8, as you can tell. We talk about infinity, and we have the shooting star, and shooting stars are talking about wishings coming true. And then we've got this intensity, and you can tell that the energy of these cards is very similar. So I think that it is, yeah, know who you really are, get to know your self-worth. Because if you are not in that divine counterpart relationship yet, or if you are in that relationship but it's not as harmonious as it is right now, then this is what I think is the problem. You have not reached your self-worth yet, because even if there's conflict, the outside is only always reflecting what's on your inner side. Meaning, only if you have inner conflict, that is what you get mirrored on the outside. And it can be anything. We have love, empathy, compassion, and understanding here. And we do have two hearts that are connected. So I think you either are connected to somebody already, or you are going to be connected to somebody. Because again, we have true love. I mean, this is awesome. True love is amazing. And what I also noticed is this green spiral, which to me talks about heart chakra, heart healing. And then we have all the yellow, and yellow is also talking about the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra of self-worth again. So I think this is what is going to heal. She is healing her self-worth, healing her heart, and then she can send this positive energy to him, healing his heart. But if her heart is not healed, she can send him that positive energy in order to heal him. By that, I don't mean that it is your job to heal another person. It's your job to heal yourself. But if you are connected to somebody, if you heal yourself, it does affect the other person. So please do not take it like, oh, I have to send this positive energy to the other person all the time. If your heart is not cleared yet, it doesn't help sending positive energy to the other person. You spend time with yourself and you wash away your own burdens. And if you have to cry, because I'm noticing those tears, then you cry. Tears can also be very transformative. And I noticed the frogs. Maybe some of you are still with their frog yet, and they will find their prince or the emperor later. I mean, this year, it's 2020, so many of you will find your true love. Maybe some of you are still with their frog yet. And then if you find your person, I think you're going to have some quality time together, because we do have this beautiful card. And this person will know your worth, and you will be able to share yourself. Okay, that was one of the messages. There was something else I got earlier. That was actually the first message coming through, is that many of you are also very connected already to spirit. I think the only problem still is like that lack of self-worth, because we do have spirit here. You can't trust your higher self. And then again, we do have the arrow, which is talking about protective energy. You can't read it, right? And the water guardian, again, connect with your emotions, but it's a guardian. So I think many of you are maybe protectors of others. who are on a journey, and you are maybe some kind of spiritual coach or something like that, because again, you are connected, you know what to do. You see all the light here. I mean, it's Apollo, it's the sun god. It is being connected to the light and light sources, and maybe you are some kind of spiritual warrior, because again, we do have the arrow, we have the water guardian. Maybe you are some kind of spiritual warrior who is also helping others to find their true love and help them on their journey. And maybe you have somebody this year that you need to protect. That may be something as well. And you help to wash away others' burdens and resolving conflict of others. You know that you're some kind of coach or mediator or something like that. I can see that happen for some of you. And it's of course important to stay true to yourself. Basically, this is what I get for you. So again, it may be that you have to protect somebody, or you helping somebody grow. Also, if you are in a divine counterpart relationship, even if it does not look well right now, it is protected, because we've got the guardian and we've got the protective energy here. And also look how this person is kind of like protecting the heart chakra, and we've got the owl here on his head, and the owl to me is talking about, yeah, the owl can see in the dark. So maybe there's something you cannot see yet, maybe you sense it with the eagle spirit, that is going to come true for you. And so basically what you get is celebration, true love. You get true love, but first you have to, yeah, truly love yourself. That is like the first. And then we got the wishing well, which to me indicates, of course, also you can ask the divine for help. They will help you. You are protected, but you know they can only actively step in and help you if you ask for it. So and also this is talking about courage. It's about doing your shadow work if you have still some shadow work to do. And again, I think mostly it is about maybe people not sharing their emotions. Maybe you are not sharing your emotions or your belongings. Maybe you are scared that you are too poor, or maybe, okay, this makes sense. Maybe also in 2020 you have had some money problems in the past, because this is again talking about greed. Maybe you didn't have anything, and then we've got material harvest. So if you trust your higher self, maybe you will get some insight on what to do. Maybe it is coaching, protecting can be anything. I mean, it can be like, I don't know, working in the police, working with children, working, I don't know, with animals, protecting nature, anything, protecting, okay? Pretty much anything. So if you have had some financial issues, as long as you do work, and if you trust your intuition and you do work on yourself, you will see that you will harvest. But again, the outside is the mirror of your inside, meaning if you don't love yourself and if you don't have self-worth, how are you supposed to attract worth, money, financial worth, or whatever worth in the outside? You have to find it within yourself first. That is why I would say work on your solar plexus chakra, all chakras. It's always important to do your chakra work, but I see mainly solar plexus chakra. And then you will, again, I think you are going to make fast progress as soon as you've cleared all that stuff, wash away your burdens. I think you're making fast progress, because again, we've got this intensity and we've got accelerated motion. It will happen very fast for you, your happy ending. But it is important to work on it. It will not be gifted for you for nothing. And by work, I don't mean like, I don't want to say always fight, because working on yourself should not be considered as a fight. It should be more like taking a time out. Do yourself good. Do what makes you feel good. And that's not a fight, right? Try to love yourself more and do what makes you feel good. And then you will attract more love on the outside. Yeah, that is what I get for you. Let's check out your beautiful charms. Pile number 2. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, we've got the Zero Fox. United States of no fucks, zero fucks. Maybe this indicates that you are overthinking, or again, maybe you thought that you have a person that just didn't care about you, because they were greedy, they didn't share their feelings, or you were too greedy. I don't want to say greedy, but maybe you were scared of sharing yourself with others. Maybe you were hiding because you were thinking too much about what other people think of you. Maybe now it's time to, yeah, basically don't give an F about what people think about you, because you know who you are. Okay, so this is can indicate about it's time to care less about others. We've got hashtags keep the secrets. um yeah, I think maybe if you plan something, it is maybe important to not talk to everyone about it first, because sometimes it's important, because maybe if you are not in your self-worth, self-love yet, it could be that you get distracted by people who are telling you, no, you're not good enough to do that or that or that or that. And maybe it's important to not talk about everything until you know what to do. For some of you also, I could imagine that when you meet someone, you're not going to talk about it with everybody. You're going to keep it secret, but also it can mean that there have been some secrets in the past. And I was talking about the owl, about things all of a sudden getting clear, that some secrets in the past are now like getting resolved. Is resolved the right word? I don't know. Then we do have this little mirror that was in one of the other groups. Which is talking about mirroring. I have been talking about this before. You can only attract what's on your inside. If you do have a person, there may be mirroring involved. Then for letters, we've got a W. That may or may not be important. If it's not, just take what resonates. This ring actually came out in one of the other ones. It's, yeah, I think it looks like a pig snout. I'm trying to focus it. Yeah, in Germany, pigs are a lucky symbol as well. So this ring can indicate some kind of, yeah, can you tell? I think it's like a pig snout. Some kind of good luck. Also, it is a rings. Rings can indicate like contracts, like new job contracts, any kind of contract, but also, of course, commitment, a committed relationship. And when I just noticed, I haven't noticed that before, it's like, I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to focus. Yeah, there's like something on the third eye. It's like a pattern. It's like a flower on the third eye. So meaning maybe your third eye or your intuition is growing this year, because again we do have eagle spirit, trust your higher self. So you are getting more connected. Something in your life is going to end, but it will be all right. I have two of those skulls, the black one and the white one. The white one is indicating endings that are easy. Maybe something's falling behind that no longer serves you. So, yeah, there is something to end in your life. But again, it's good. Then we do have this skull. These skulls for me talk about transformation. It reminds me of the death card in Tarot. So there will be more transformation for you this year. Then we've got the Make-A-Wish lamp. You can make a wish from the universe. I think I said earlier, they can only help you if you ask for them. Then we've got, again, another owl. I was already talking about owls, things that are getting clearer, that maybe now in the dark. We've got the cherries that can talk about healthy nutrition, but also about sweetness. Do yourself good, be sweet. Then we've got this hummingbird. I love it. Hummingbirds have a special meaning to me. We've got this hummingbird drinking nectar. Again, maybe nutrition is important, and hummingbirds also indicate joy. So raise your frequency, because their wings are really, really fast. So they have a high frequency, okay? This can indicate something like social media to me, because it reminds me of the Twitter. I don't Twitter, so I don't know if it does look like the Twitter symbol. It just reminds me of it. So there may be some social media interaction coming. We've got two of these sewing machines. I love that it's two. Sewing machines to me stand for work, not like your job, your profession, but more like working on yourself, resolving conflict again, working on it. Maybe you are helping people to work on stuff, maybe they're helping you, or it indicates also that if you do have a divine counterpart, both are willing to work on it. Then we've got this turtle dove messages coming in. Also, this to me can indicate signs and synchronicities you get from the universe. So pay attention to signs. We do have the cross that indicates fate. So something important is going to happen for you this year. You are on a journey as divine has your back, okay? Maybe it's important to do sports. Maybe number 9 is important. We do have a 9 here. Yeah, 1 9. Okay, we've got a 9. Maybe that's the number that's important, but also this is talking to me about sports. Maybe it's important for you to work out, to stay healthy. But also, it of course helps raising your frequency, because when you move your body, you move the energy within your body, of course, and that is something that is very important. Also, if you have problems with your self-worth because of, I don't know, the way you look or whatever it is, do some sports, okay? It's good for your frequency, it's good for your vibration, it's good for your brain, oxygen, for everything, to stay healthy. Or maybe your person likes sports or does sports or something like that. Maybe you meet your person doing sports. Then we do have Libra. Something important may be happening in Libra season for you. Or also it is somebody who's very charming. Maybe you or your person have Libra in that chart. Significant doesn't have to be, you know. Maybe something Libra season may be important, or it is just a person that wants a committed relationship. Then there will be contact, because the feather for me stands for writing, so you will have contact. If you meet online, that person will admire your pictures. Maybe you will admire their pictures. Maybe one of you is taking pictures, is like an artist, or doing like the, I don't know, or the Instagram stuff. Is it called Instagram? I don't like that social media stuff. Yeah, we do have that too. So maybe social media is important in this connection. Then we do have the spoon. The spoon to me is talking about consuming something, learning something, because you use a spoon to put something into your body. And it can be like literal nutritions, but also about consuming, for me, like you put something in your brain when you study. Yeah, like, or when you get to know someone better. This means do not over worry too much, let your thoughts flow easily. Then this is talking about making plans. Maybe there's something you need to change, or maybe you get plans on what you can do to work on that self-love issue, if you still have that, or conflict, inner conflict on the outside. Make a plan. This is indicating getting hot, sex. Then we've got another moon. We've got a moon here as well, and we've got a moon on this card. So the moon is standing for the intuition. Again, your intuition is important. It will grow. And to me, this is talking about spirit, but not about angels. To me, this indicates deceased loved ones. So maybe you have somebody on the other side that wants to work with you, or that is just telling you that they're thinking of you. Yeah, you see the little heart here. So you are protected not only by angels, but also by deceased loved ones. Somebody special you have on the other side. Yeah, they're protecting you. So this is what I have for you, group number 2. But of course, we do have this one. Let's see if it works now, because all the other ones, they broke here and that's there. But 3, 2, 1. Did it just, oh, it flew out. Let me see what it is. I can tell. So, yeah, that didn't work either. Then there's a bad joke. Let's see what flew out. It's letter M. Okay. You know, it really bothers me. I paid like €1 for one of those stupid things, and all it has is like a bad joke. Yeah, and again, this same joke was in another one in the first reading. Okay, the question is, what is driving 100 kilometers per hour and only has 23 teeth? And the answer is a bus full of old people. Yeah, so maybe for you traveling is important this year, because we've got a bus. Maybe, yeah, I just saw the spirits symbol. Maybe you do have the deceased grandmother, father, someone like that, and older person on the other side that is connecting with you. Also, it can indicate that you find somebody you can grow old with. Then we do have teeth mentioned. It can mean that you bite yourself through something. You know, in German you have the proverb to bite through something, meaning even if something is hard, you just don't give up. You just stay determined. And then it can indicate, of course, that you make fast, because we've got 100 kilometers per hour, that you make fast movement. We got accelerated motion here and intensity, so we do have more movement here. And maybe number 23 is important for you. That adds up to number 5, which is talking about change. And yeah, maybe again a trip, maybe important for you. So that was you, pile number 2. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share. And I need a drink, sorry. Sorry, my throat was really dry. 2 more piles. I already did 6. So I hope you liked it, and anyway, I wish you a happy new year, and yeah, all the best for you, and let me know if it resonated. And again, happy 2020. Yay, it's going to be awesome. Good. Pile number 3. I will put this over here, and I haven't seen yours either. I need to drink some more water, I'm so sorry. So we will see what you've got. I have no idea, I haven't seen those cards yet. And of course I want to mention I am available for private readings, and if it does resonate, please like, subscribe, and share. This would help my channel to grow, because that is one of my hopes for 2020. You can help me. Oh, we got Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. Oh, interesting. Let's see where Divine is going with that. We've got Druid, hold the space. Okay, never drew those cards before. Number 1, the ancient ones. Okay. Okay. Opening to love, my heart is open. Oh, this one is my favorite. One of my favorites. Whale Soul's Path, honor your soul's purpose. Yeah, I can see where it's going. Badger, perseverance, dig in and see through completion. Oh wow, we've got the Master. Reminds me of this one, and ancient one. Wow, okay. We've got the Outsider. We've got the Divine Masculine. We've got obstacles and challenges, number 5. Partnership and alliances. Balance, number 11. We've got separation and worth waiting for. This is called Mother Mary, take care of yourself. Number 16, love is all around you. If you want to look at the picture, you can pause now. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as a truth. This is in number 7, which is divine timing, of course. Embrace the masculine. Look, we've got 11. And we've got the divine masculine. Okay, wow. Maybe some of you are divine masculines. This looks like twin flame. Sorry, because we got the divine masculine mentioned. Soul's purpose, we got 11. We've got oneness. Oh my, okay, this is, we did have some divine counterpart readings as well. This is not the only one. I think this is going to be very big in 2020. Many seers have seen it that 2020 is basically 22, and 22 is the number of union. Hence 11 is 22, which is union. Wow, so I think it's going to be big. Wow, okay, sorry. I'm just amazed. I'm going to read this card. If you want to read it yourself, you can pause. Or if you want to read it again later, come back to here. Oneness. You observe the light and the dark of duality as a way to see your creations manifest into the physical. The great light of love is different to the light of duality. It is the merging of all opposites into one. Become clear with this, otherwise you will be chasing only light, happy and nice, denying the dark, sad and awful, vice versa. Opposites exist when you focus on one side. You know what you do when you know what you do when you know what you don't want. Duality exists in this plane to have ask different questions of life and create physical manifestations from the energy that flows from those questions. This is how you create your life. All is well, for the light of oneness will never judge you. It just shines upon you always. It is us who don't always feel its presence when we are focusing on a false perception of reality. And then we've got this beautiful card. What you are today was greatly influenced by your past thoughts and attitudes. Wow, this reminds me of this before. Wow. And your present thoughts and attitudes are the building blocks of your tomorrow. Therefore, be mindful and aware of your thoughts. Positive thoughts will help you create a brighter future, because every thought is a seed. If you plant weeds, you can expect to harvest beautiful flowers. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, let me take that in. I feel like this is my pile. I didn't choose any pile, but I feel this might be mine as well. I felt it here already. Wow, okay. Twin flame or not, you don't have to be a twin flame. Okay? If you don't resonate with that, if you're not interested in relationship, it doesn't have to be twin flame. Anyway, I believe that you are not like a starseed. We had a starseed pile in the other video. The first one, the angel video. This is the crystal video. There was one that reminded me of starseeds, and there was one that reminded me of what I resonated with, like elementals, like dragons were mentioned. Here, I believe there might be some wise ones. That is what I deeply resonate with. So if you are a starseed, this is not your pile. It's not your pile. I mean, it's a good pile, but it's. I do have a starseed. But check out the other video. And don't worry if you're like, but I'm a twin flame. Yeah, I do have other divine counterpart piles as well. Again, it's 2020 is going to be very big for that. But I do get more like wise ones. Those are. I mean, we are all in the same team. Don't get me wrong. We are all in the same team. It just, I don't play soccer, but I believe like any sports in a team, there's like one person, like there's the goalie, right? And there's one person who shoots the goals. Then there's one who's trying not to get, like, not the goalie, but before the goalie, like just different positions. I don't know the right words. I don't follow sports. I don't even know the right words in, well, yeah, I do know them in German, but... like there's defense and there's offense, right? Anyway, not the right terms. So we are all on the right team, starseeds or not. It's just wise ones. We are all part of the same missions. It's just wise ones have been here on this earth doing their task for a long time, whereas starseeds, some of them have done the work in the 5D, now coming in the 3D, and others, they're just now coming in because they were called to help with this mission, right? This pile, I believe, is the ones that have been here for not just centuries, thousands of years. Yeah, that is what I get for this pile. So you have probably been here for a long time. You've probably, since your early childhood, been very connected to anything spiritual. Maybe you have had gifts that you brought here from early childhood and you didn't lose them. I mean, all children usually have gifts, but they keep on losing them after a while. Maybe you have always heard spirits, sensed something, had, is premonition the right word? Maybe you've always been interested in astrology since you were like a teenager, started reading cards, whatever, like very early on. This is one thing how you recognize wise ones, because they came here and they studied everything metaphysical for centuries, and then as little children already they can sense it and they start doing it. Like for me, when I was like, I taught myself to read before I went to school. It's wise ones, right? They're not stupid. But what I love reading, I know it sounds dark, was horror stories. When I was like 6 or 7 years, I went to a library, which was my most favorite place on earth. Again, this is how you know wise ones. They love books. I mean, I study literature. I don't only study literature. I focused on medieval literature. And not only did I focus on medieval literature, I focused a niche in a niche. I focused on like magical and astrological texts in German medieval literature. And by literature, I don't mean just stories. Everything written back then was literature. Even like medicine books were called literature back then. So this is what I study at the university, doing my master basically on. I haven't studied with my master. I have studied with my master, just not with my master paper yet. So yeah, for me as a little kid, horror stories were a way to connect to the other world, where there were spirits and ghosts and evil witches and all of that. Because I always sensed that there was something like was true. And then when it was like 12, I started reading books about not stories, but when I was a kid, we didn't have any Wikipedia, so I went to the library and read about fairies and stuff like that, and Wicca, and then I was starting studying astrology when I was like 13 or 14, I believe 14. I was starting reading tarot cards when I was 19. So if you have always been connected like this, if you were born a healer, if you had powers from early on and you didn't learn it, you just knew it, it was just there all the time, this is your pile. Because we do have the druid, and we've got the ancient ones, and we've got the master here, and you see he's very connected to his intuition and spirit. Then also wise ones, of course, came here in this earth, and usually they had a very difficult childhood, very hard. They have been through some shit. Can't use another word for it because it's been shit. Always been the outsider, usually because they don't fit in. Never fit in. Usually born into families with some karma. Black sheep of the family, usually. Yes, I'm talking from personal experience, but not only that, it's what I'm getting from the cards as well. And they came here to clear karma, for not just for their family, but also for the collective. And that's why they endured that much pain. And if you chose this pie, like bad I'm describing you, you've probably been through some really, really hard times in your life, like really hard times. Because your soul agreed on clearing karma for others, for the collective, and finding balance within yourself and then within others, and oneness. Again, I mean, it's obvious, it can't talk about twin flames, right? It's two souls that are one, but also it is about duality. It's about knowing that everything is connected. Everything is connected. They have a huge purpose here. If you chose this path, you have a huge soul purpose. And this card says love is all around you. Love is everywhere all the time. And you probably have not experienced this as a child if you chose this pile. You have probably not experienced love. And this is why you are a spirit during the human experience. You have closed off, you have closed your heart. And I notice she is like putting hands on her heart as well. So this pile, you have had many obstacles and challenges, many changes in your life, number 5. And maybe some of you still have some stuff to clear. I think it's not much anymore. I think the worst is behind you. We do have Badger Perseverance. Dig in and see it through completion. So maybe this year is going to be the year you complete it. Either you are a divine masculine and you will attract your union. I don't know this. Can you tell this pile is making me very emotional? I usually am not like this. No pile has touched me like this one, even though there were some that amazed me. I feel this is touching me right now because it resonates. I feel like this is, when I do pick a cards, I usually don't have a pile. I don't do them for myself. I don't read cards for myself. I sometimes draw like one or two cards. I don't really do card readings for myself. But I feel like this one is for me as well. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna pull myself together. So maybe you are divine masculine. And what I'm seeing here is 1111. I see union. And what I get, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just... There are many twin flames from other realms, starseeds, that came here to find themselves to complete a task, and then there are others that have been here for a long time, and that have been separated for a long time. And sorry, I have never had this in a reading, I'm sorry. Maybe you've read Plato, the Greek philosopher, ancient philosopher Plato. I don't know how he's calling them in English. I read it in German. But if I translate the German word, it's called sphere people. So basically, Plato has already written about twin flames. He has written about three sexes. I know some people think everybody has a twin flame. I disagree. I think everybody has something that is very similar to a twin flame, because I believe that we were all one soul once, right? We were all God, and then we split. And I think many people perceive their twin flame as the last split. They were once one soul, now they're two separate souls. Whereas a twin flame, and how I see it, is, well, it's like a bit like this. Imagine this is the soul, right? The soul is not inside our body. Our body is inside our soul, because we've got all the aura around us, different layer of aura, for example, which is part of our soul. So the biggest part of our soul is not inside of us. There's only a very tiny, tiny, tiny part connected to the 3D. Most of us is somewhere in the 5D, right? And I believe a twin flame has basically like, I always imagine it to be a cloud, and then there's a ray of light coming down to a person, and that little ray of light then is what we call a soul in the 3D. And a twin flame is basically one cloud and two ray of lights coming into different people. And so Plato was writing about three sexes: men, women, and yeah, what he, well, in German it's called a sphere people, like a sphere, like a globe, like a round object, sphere. And I don't believe that that is true, that we were physically one. I believe it's a metaphor, but anyway, they were split up because they were too powerful. And the gods got scared, Zeus got scared. And so they were split up, and then those halves, they were separated and all over the world. And that is why many twin flames come from different continents, for example, different cultures. And God felt sorry, Zeus, when he saw what he did, how much they suffered, that he promised them if they would find each other, that they could reunite. So, for some twin flames, the separation hasn't been that long. For others, it has been very long. Sorry. And this might be the year that some of them finally get home. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on, maybe because it's New Year's Eve. Actually, I don't think it's that. I was feeling very good before I did this reading, and I'm still feeling good. I'm not feeling bad, it's just touching me. And I don't know, maybe I'm feeling some of your pain right now. Because I was honestly good, and I'm noticing the pyramids. And if you watch that video by, what's it called, Drunvalo Melinchek, something like that, about this plan that is happening right now, about all those ancient buildings that were building a grid around this earth. It is all part of a plan that is happening now, and we've been working on it for such a long time. And you see, it's worth waiting for. So it's just the most interesting time we live in right now, that things actually can come true that we've been working on, not just those that are incarnated, but others too, spirit, for I don't know how many thousands and thousands and 10,000s of years, and it's happening now. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm blabbering. This was supposed to be a fun reading what is happening in 2020. But I think if you are the ancient ones, the wise ones, the wise ones, they have seen civilizations die. And if you resonate with wise ones as well, there's a lot of pain inside of them because they have endured so much. And anyway, I'm seeing opening to love. I see this. I see Mother Mary. Take care of yourself is what this card says. She's got her hands on her hearts. And the trader, he's got his hands on his heart as well. And I think what has happened is that many of you, you've done your work. You've been the outsiders all your life. And still, you knew that you were all one. You always felt that there's something bigger going on. And you probably always knew the wise ones, they're not purely white beings, they're more gray. They're protectors of. They accepted that in order to feel joy, true joy, you have to have experienced pain. In order to really be happy about being healthy, you have to have experienced sickness. They know that there is all one, and they have been through everything, and now it's like finally stepping into their power. And for the divine feminines, the divine masculines maybe finally coming. And again, I was seeing those ancient symbols, because many of the wise ones have been working on all of this. This is happening right now. They're the ancients one. They have this group, they have been here for so long, and they've got this big purpose. It's a freaking blue whale. It's the biggest mammal that exists. It's not a small soul purpose. It's freaking big purpose. And those were the ones that were clearing karma, holding the light for everyone, clearing karma so that the starseeds could even come here, because this frequency here, it's dense. And those of us who've been here and clearing karma, opened the gate for those that could come in that have this high frequency, because they couldn't have come here in the old frequencies. We had to work on that in order to make that happen. And we've got embrace the masculine and the divine masculine. And you all know what has happened in the past. The masculine power was distorted. It was oppressing the female, but true divine masculine power is cherishing the female energy. It's protecting them. It's a true emperor, she's his goddess, and they're one, and he would never look. A true divine masculine would always protect female energy. And female energy would always nurture the masculine energy. That's how it is. And again, I'm not talking about gender. Divine masculine can be in the female body and vice versa. But the divine masculine power has been distorted. And this is what this fight of the sexes has been all this time. And I just noticed this, there's burning fire. There are so many things have been burned down because of wars, because of distorted masculinity. And this says embrace the masculine, which tells me that good job everybody that's been here, because the masculine, it's going to be balanced between the feminine and the masculine energy, because we have love is all around you, and it's the truth, and those obstacles and challenges, yeah, you're doing it. And then partnership and alliances, I think this is also calling for union, but not just that. As I said, the wise ones, they have been down here, clear and karma, holding the light, and now it's clear enough for all the starseeds and all of them coming in, helping us. So it's a divine plan, and we are all in one team. And I think 2020 will be a very important year, not the last one. The message I had from Spirit sometime was like, this, I don't know how to call it war, I don't want to call it war, but this ascension, it's going on, like, till everything is clear. It's like 20 more years maybe, and then, I mean, during that time a lot will happen, but then we will live in a completely new world, and we've got the trade exchange energy to create abundance. And I think this is exchange energy will not just be between the feminine and masculine, but also between spirit up there and spirit up there, us down here, and then all the starseeds that came in to help us with our mission, all the elementals, I'm getting elementals like fairies, whatever it is, that came here to help what we have been waiting for centuries. It's just knowing how long it's been, that's what's really touching me. And the separation, I think it's going to end, because again, we do have 1111 here. We've got this big purpose, we've got completion. My heart is open. And for all of you who have been through this, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. And at the same time, thank you for, being on the same team. Thank you. For everybody, spirits, starseeds, whatever you are, twin flame or not, for helping create this oneness. So I'm sorry, this is not a very personal message. This is very general. The other ones, they were way more personal about what's happening in their year, but for this one, I'm more like getting that there is something that has been emotion for so long is getting maybe not completely to completion like the whole thing, but very important part of it. And there will be more love. And there may be some more challenges and obstacles, but we will do it, and we will do it together. Maybe not just with our divine counterpart, but with everybody. Sorry. And then, it's important to stay positive. Again, I was very positive. I still am. I'm not feeling bad. It's just I'm feeling really touched about, because this is showing me what we have been through and what we have managed to do. And I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of all of us, all of you who have done this work. And and I know how lonely you probably have felt. You've probably thought all your life that you're the only one. All your childhood you thought you're just different and a freak and nobody ever got you. And you have been doing this life for life since the ancient times, and again and again and again. Holding the space is like this. Holding the space. You've always been the druids, the witches, the shamans, the astrologers, the healers, the scientists, the philosophers. That's the wise ones. And you have always been that. And I'm sorry. I'm being disgusting right now. Sniffing my nose. And I'm so proud of all of you for seeing that through, digging in, and it's been so hard. And but you just followed your purpose because you were probably born knowing that you have this purpose. And now, for the last part, don't neglect yourself. You do have Mother Mary. Take care of yourself, take care of your own heart, because again, we are all one, and whatever karma you clear, it does affect everybody else. And if you think you are done, still do your chakra work, because again, you are connected to everybody else, and the more you do, the more you raise the frequency for all of us. You are only done when everybody's done. I once read that Buddha said there's 2 types of awakening. First, the personal, and then the second, you realize that you're all connected and that you are not awakened unless everybody else is awakened too. And you are a master, you're druid, ancient, you're the master. This is the master. I'm sorry, there's already doing fireworks, it's not even midnight. Oh wow, this reading is going long. Yeah, it's like 9:15 in the evening right now, but I already started doing fireworks. It's probably gonna be tomorrow till I uploaded it. Anyway, yeah, you're masters, and you have been through a lot. This card is especially making me emotional, the outsider. But you're going from there, from this little boy that's inside, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or boy, to the divine masculine. I'm so happy the divine is not the distorted masculine. The divine masculine came out and embraced the masculine, and then we've got balance between the feminine and the masculine side. And then love is all around you. Indicate this is the female, the receptive energy. And of course, accepting help, helping others. Yeah, I'm going to do your charms now. I think this is all I got for this part. I'm sorry, it's not very personal. If you want a personal reading, check one of the other piles. The charms will be a little more specific. Or, yeah, you can book a personal reading. So, let's see what you got. So, okay. I feel like more, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Where do I begin? So there's this little thing. It's like a T thing, and it's German, and it says, in forgiveness you can find your true actually it says like height, like your true bigness, your true. And forgiving shows who you really are, like how honorable you are, something like that. And again, if you are a wise one, you have probably been through so much stuff in your life, and it is important to forgive, not for the other person. You do forgive for yourself because you don't want to carry that around anymore, and also you are clearing karma for the collective. You do have a number 3 here. 3 is the number of abundance. It's the 3rd house in Tarot, which can indicate Gemini. Gemini, of course, is the twins, right? Gemini is the twins. It's literally twins. And it can indicate communication as well. Then we have Leo here. Maybe something important is going to happen between Gemini and Leo season for some of you. Also, Leo is the sun. The sun is the divine masculine, basically, right? So we have another symbol of divine masculine here. The twins and the divine masculine. The sun is also, Leo is also indicating being generous, loving. We've got another sun here. We have a moon as well, and we have a moon. Look, we got sun and moon. We've got 2 moons actually. Sun and moon. Sorry, that's not the moon. I thought I saw another moon. No, 1 sun, 1 moon. Yeah, we got a sun and a moon, divine counterparts here. Again, balance of the divine feminine, divine masculine. You notice this cycle. We are protected. And this reminds me of the magician card. We've got the staff or wands, the pentacles, the cups, and the swords. Everything is in balance, and this card talks about manifesting as well. And we have been manifesting this for centuries. So this is what's going to happen 2020. is balance between masculine and feminine. We do have, however, yeah, I noticed this. This is a zombie, and the zombies for me can't say, like, maybe for some of you there is things like addiction or depression that plays a role. It's important to take care of that. Raise your frequency, then that can dissolve as well. Also, this can also indicate something like overworking. Take care of yourself, okay? Like this says, but it's German. Take care of yourself, Mother Mary. Again, protect your heart. So take better care of yourself. Then we've got the anarchy, which is, yeah, a little chaos. Maybe we do have obstacles and challenges here, but also this reminds me of Uranus, of Aquarius, and Uranus is of course fast, sudden movement, and it can be chaotic. It can be, reminds me also of the tower. Stuff that is falling away is then being resolved. We have two letters here. We have an S and an E that may be significant to you. It doesn't have to be. Just take what resonates. We've got two hearts. We've got two hearts, and this one, the protected heart, meaning your love, it is protected. Again, I do see this protective circle. I see the divine masculine. I see opening to love. I see soul's path, which reminds me, if you are a twin flame, you are meant to get together. You have to take care of yourself first, but this is meant to be. You are meant to end up together. Okay, just let the divine do it. It is going to happen. We have love here, and then we've got the heart-shaped emoji as well. Love. We've got romance. We've got this little umbrella, which talks to me about divine protection as well, because an umbrella protects. Also, it can indicate that after the rain, sunshine will come. We've got, oh my god, look, we got the eternal love. This is eternal love. Can you tell? It's the infinity symbol. Eternal love. Yeah, it's the twin flame pile. Look, you're very connected. It's a security pin. If you are wondering something, we do have a no here. If you've had a specific question, also it can indicate like no more. It will change now. You have been planting your seeds, and it's time to still water them, take care of them. Take care of your plants, of your seeds, and then it will grow. There will be communication, because we've got two feathers, and we even got the biggest one I have, and the bigger the feather, the more communication there will be, because I always think of the riding feathers, you know. So there is going to be a lot of communication, and maybe there's like two people that come back and you communicate, but also it can indicate two people, like divine and masculine and feminine, talking to another. We do have this little mirror that actually came out in one of the previous ones. It is talking about mirroring, so take care of yourself, because once you love yourself, you can attract a person that shows you love. If you have not loved yourself, I don't know if it is supposed to be a mirror. I see it as like a little hand mirror. Could be a magnifying glass as well. Then something will be made more obvious. You will see things more detailed, or understand more details. But I think basically it's mirroring. Look, again, you are protected. You can ask the divine will help you. Your prayers are answered, okay? They get your prayers. It's time to relax. This indicates for me to relax, to take care. If there have been any third-party situations, I need to focus this one. You see two birdies sitting here and a third bird flying away. So if there have been third-party situations, that is something that's going to change this year for most of you. Both of you will get more relaxed, because the leaves for me indicate thinking, because, you know, let your mind wander like leaves in the wind. The wind is the mind, is thoughts. So it's about just trying to think. Yeah, we do have this one, think positive, right? This one said about thinking positive, and this also indicates it's important to think more positive. Then we got two lucky clovers. Look, even two of them, so you will get lucky this year. We've got this mood ring that is unfortunately not working. Well, I bought it at eBay for like €1, so it's not too bad, but it's actually supposed to change colors. Oh, but it's kind of sparkling. I didn't do that earlier. Is it changing now? I don't know. Anyway, it's a mood ring, which can indicate that maybe you as they're not really balanced when it comes to your inner emotions. So meditate. Then we do have a little lucky bug that I just know. Here it is, a little bug. I think many of you will get contact because the spiral indicates something is coming to a center. You know, in the 3D, I have two spirals. I have one in purple, which indicates to me like more the divine relationship, a crown chakra, spiritual awakening. And this is like in the 3D, something is going to happen, it's going to center. Then we do have the spoon, which indicates to me to consume something, because you take a spoon to put something into your body, and it can be literal, like nurturing yourself well, but also it can indicate getting to know something, you know, putting something into is like also getting to know something, putting something into your brain is learning something. Then we got this little skull that is talking about transformation. Then we've got this fish that is talking about deep emotions. We've got, I don't know what the dragonfly means. Maybe it has a specific meaning for you. Maybe dragons are important. Maybe you get signs and synchronicities with dragonflies. We do've got the cross. This is faded love. This to me indicates soulmate or twin flames, because it's a knot. There is a tie that has been, tied in past lives. It's a tie. And then we've got the turtle dove that can indicate messages from spirit, from your person, but also signs and synchronicities. So that was you, pile number 3. You really got me emotional. And we will see what you get here in 2020, okay? 3, 2, 1. And you got another card. Okay, I only should have gotten one because in the first one I've got the same. It's probably the same stupid joke that was in the other one before. Yeah, it is the same stupid joke. Okay, why is there that little female or women's soccer? Because it's hard to find women that are willing to dress in the same clothes. Okay, so this can indicate to me two different messages. Either it is, well, it's a team, it's a soccer team. We are a team. I was talking about being a team. Okay, and then we are all the same, yet we are all different, because those women, they don't want to be the same. We're the same, and yet we're different. Everybody is different. So embrace your own uniqueness and still your oneness. We are one. We are all one. Okay. Also, since this is talking about soccer, maybe important to do some sports. Doesn't have to be soccer, but everything that is making your body fit, of course, is going to help to make your mind fit. And this is, some kind of battle we've been doing for a long time, and it's important to stay strong. So that was your pile number 3. You got me really emotional. I'm sorry. I never cried in a pick a card before. And I will be right back. I need to blow my nose. So, okay, I'm so sorry. This is pile number 4. If it resonates, please like, subscribe, and share. Sorry, I'm totally through. The last pile actually got me crying. I haven't seen those messages yet, so let's see what you've got, okay? You've got Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. You've got the Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Beauty Way, number 4. Planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of my soul. I'm gonna put them. I drew a lot of cards, so I have to fit them all. We got bare boundaries. Stand your ground. Beaver productiveness. Go ahead and just do it. We've got the Fool. We've got, this translates to wholeness, being whole. Life purpose. We've got the Shadow. We've got wisdom. We've got trapped in fear. We've got passion. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And this is allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. I'm sorry, that's already doing fireworks. It's not midnight yet. It's like 2.5 hours till midnight. Anyway, this is saying artistic expression, Paul de Venetier, something like that. We have faith, number 12, which it's number 3, which indicates growth. Trust your faith in the situation. Then we've got surrender to the flow, 44, master number. Then we've got time. You are, if you want to read it, you can pause right now. Can you read it? Yeah, okay. You are a ray of light and love beyond time and space. When you choose to focus your attention upon the earth plane, you created a physical body to experience manifestation, and you created time. Time is a way to measure manifestation, so you can fully appreciate the experience of the physical. In oneness, you are a ray of light, awakening to your fullness, to all of you, and no longer be limited to by the perception that you are in dense form only. You are light immersed into creation, free to move through all planes of existence to a stillness of no time. In this moment, in any moment, close your eyes and breathe. Allow all of you to be here in this moment. Feel yourself in no time, just this moment leading to the next, a chain, a link that contains all you need to move you to the next moment. In this place, time becomes flexible. It pulses, collapses, and expands, and all occurs simultaneously. In this elastic state, new concepts, ideas, inventions, and alterations are readily available to you. Open your heart, feel the love of all. From this moment, no longer will you make fear, instead you will make love in each moment, and time will incrementally show you how many manifestations of that love. I'm going to put that between trapped and fear. And then we've got this beautiful one, look like a third eye chakra. You are an ocean of light. Unfolding through the infinite space of life, through the space between each thought, you can see your true immortal nature. The oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you. Like a whirlwind from heaven, it appears and reappears in its endless forms. I'm amazed because in many readings I did like this. Those went, go together very well. You've got you dreamed yourself into being, and here you created a physical body to experience manifestation. You created time. So for you, there is going to be a new beginning. To me, this looks like it is more about something like a work-related, creative projects. Doing something beautiful. To me, this is not the love pile. There have been love piles. I'm not saying that you are not attracting love, or if you are in a relationship that is going to stop. But I think, again, this one is more about creating something beautiful or having a new passion. Love can be part of that as well, of course. I don't want to exclude that. I think you have had some plans for a whole while. Maybe it has to do with being creative, because we do have creative expression here. And you did not, you were too scared to do it. Maybe you've had some family members or people telling you that you couldn't do it because we've got the bear that is stand your ground. Maybe you have to learn to stand up for yourself. Maybe it is your parents that have told you since childhood, oh, you can't earn money with whatever you want to do, and you have kind of taken that message in, and it kind of became one of your shadows and is holding you back, because we do have trapped in fear and move beyond ancestral patterns. Maybe it is also your parents had some plans and they didn't dare to do whatever it is, and it's time for you to finally break out of these patterns, because we do have life purpose. We do have the Fool, which indicates new beginnings, and just doing it. Look, he's not afraid, he's just trusting. And then we've got wholeness, like completion, and we've got beauty away. That's why I'm saying something, maybe it has something to do with art. Doesn't have to be, because we've got art here and we have beauty. And it is time for you, whatever it is, doesn't have to be work related, okay? Maybe you have been manifesting stuff, because this is talking about manifestation, And then this is also talking about manifestations, basically. You can see your true immortal nature, the oneness of spirit that dreamt itself into the many is a part of you, you know. Maybe what you have manifested is some ancestral patterns that your soul agreed to come into this family and this life in order to help your family clear that karma, but also in order to stand your ground. And then we have go ahead, just do it. And we do have the be graceful in movement and action. So we have taking action here. We do have passion, follow your passions, and we do have surrender to the flow and have faith. I think the universe has shown you in the past what it is you want to do, and now it's time to finally plant the seeds. Doesn't mean that you have to quit your job and start something new tomorrow. Maybe it takes some planning in order to do it, but right now I think it is important for you to do some shadow work. You are guided because we have wisdom. I see the light here, which is look how this goes together. Oh my God, can you see this? There's this darkness, there's the light, there's the sun. We have light here and we have light coming there. He is trapped in fear and there's the light coming in. And wisdom is holding a book. Maybe you can educate yourself on how to do it, whatever you want to do. Take some classes or just educate yourself. And then this is the orange sun. Orange is standing for the solar plexus, not solar, for the what's the second called? Sacral chakra, which is the chakra of manifestation. And again, we do have manifestation here, and then we have all the yellow around it, and the yellow is the solar plexus chakra, and this is talking about self-love and about being able to stand your ground, finding your own inner strength. And so I think this year 2020 is love yourself first. Is you don't listen to other people anymore about people that are holding you back, maybe not purposefully, maybe not because they mean bad with you, but maybe because they're scared. And it's time that you free yourself and you follow your life purpose. And again, planting seeds can indicate that maybe 2020 will not be the year you harvest. Maybe it's important to make your plan, do your shadow work. And again, we have the sun that is like chasing this fear away. Do your solar plexus chakra and your sacral chakra work. Do chakra meditations. You find many on YouTube. I cannot stretch it enough how important it is, especially nowadays. And a few days ago, I got the message from Spirit that especially the lower chakra meditations are very important right now, because the universe is providing us with so much amazing new energy, and we have to ground it. We have to strengthen the lower chakras in order to get more connected to the higher chakras, of course. And then also, of course, in order to have our self-esteem grow, and then go ahead and just do it. Be a fool, follow your passion and have faith, surrender to the flow. I think really the universe is telling you where to go. And then we do have this little bug which indicates luck. We see all those butterflies here. Butterflies are talking about transformation. We do have doves here, 2 doves, and to me doves are talking about messages from the divine, about love as well. And then we've got the heart chakra here, which is illuminating because you finally do what feels right for you. And I'm talking about work, but it can be something else. It can be pursuing a person you love, and your family's like, no, that's not gonna work because that person, I don't know, has a different religion, speaks a different language, has a different skin color, whatever it is, has the same sex, whatever it is. And it's like, now that you say, no, I don't care what others think of me, I need to do what I love. And again, this is connected to your life purpose. Life purpose doesn't mean that you have to have a specific job. It's following what feels right for you, and stop following others. Like, what's the saying? Dance to the rhythm of your own drums, right? And Spirit wants you, and they will guide you to whatever it is you need to go. And then what I see is we have the circle, and it's, how's it called? Is it called the Ouroboros, the snake that's eating itself? To me, this is kind of like indicating infinity. Then this reminds me of the chakra colors as well. It's like being balanced, but also yeah, talking about protection. And we have another circle here talking about protection, and you see the sun is coming to nurture those seeds you're planting. I think the spirits, they want you to do whatever it is, and it's the beauty way. It's something you create, something that is beautiful, and again, it may be something artistic. Doesn't have to be. You can be creative in any job, for example. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a artistic job per se, but of course it can be some artistic endeavor. And again, go ahead, just do it. Be a fool. Have a leap of faith. This card is talking about doing a leap of faith. Then we have action. So the only thing that's holding you back is being trapped in fears, and I think it's fears that not maybe didn't come from your own self, but they were brought to you from your ancestors. And again, now it is time to become whole. This is again talking about become whole in your inner self, and don't care too much about what others think. This is your life. You've came here on a purpose, and now it's time to awaken to that purpose. And yeah, face your shadow, do your shadow work. So that is what I got for you with those cards. We will see what your charms have to say. Okay. It's funny. We've got the 0 Fox. Can you tell? Yeah, 0 Fs. United States of no fucks. So basically, do not give a fuck what others think and say about you. Okay, it's not about what others think. Just don't listen to it. Then we've got, yeah, I was talking about job. It can be money related. We've got money coming in for you in 2020. So it can be about work. And also if you have fears like, I cannot live from that job and I'm not gonna be getting money for whatever work it is, if it is your life purpose. And Spirit wants you to do it, your life purpose. You can do it, but you have to get rid of those fears first. So do your manifestation, because again, you manifest where you put your focus. If you put your focus on failure, like I'm not going to be able to do it, you're not going to plant that. Didn't it say something about planting weeds, or was that another pile? No, I don't know. There was like one pile, and even if it was in another pile, all of a sudden I do have it in my mind, so it's a message of you that it basically read that if you are planting weeds, you won't be able to harvest flowers. Wasn't it this one though? I don't remember, but I just read it earlier in an earlier pile if it was not this one. So again, we got the planting seeds here, and if you want to plant flowers, if you want to plant success, then you have to have successful thoughts. And we do have the sun here, which is talking about being successful. And then again, you've got the money coming in, so don't worry about this. Then we've got security, so you can for sure make it if you clear the inner fears first. We've got 2 letters, a V and an I, if they are of importance for you. If not, just take what resonates. We do have a wish coming true for you. We've got the Eiffel Tower, but this can indicate actually like literally Paris or France or traveling in general, but also it can be a tower moment for you. That, and you know what tower moments are? They strip away things that no longer serve you, that you were too scared of stripping away, and then the divine is stepping in and does that for you. Then we've got the infinity hope. So there is hope. We have faith here. See, and we've got hope. So you do not have to be trapped in fear, seriously. Then we've got this little horse toy, don't know how you call it, a swing, and this indicates have more fun, be like a child, be childlike sometimes, don't take things too seriously. Again, do not give too many F's about what people think of you. Then you do have the unicorn. I love this. This is the first time this came out today. And the unicorn to me indicates something that is impossible coming true. Being possible, because there are no unicorns. Still, there's a unicorn right here, right? So this is about the impossible can come true. Again, doesn't have to be impossible. You can make it happen. Maybe travel is going to be important for you, or if it's not physical travel, because it's purple, it can be like spiritual travel. Again, could be meditation, but also just developing. Then we've got a little hemp here. This can indicate like relaxing, of course, but also like plant-based medicine, something like that, or herbs, also nutrition, something to take care of your body, basically. Then look at this one. This looks kind of content. I think it's content, right? I don't know what those emotions mean. Then music may be an issue because we got the music notes, and again we were talking about creativity. We've got the moon, follow your instinct. You've got that instinct. We've got the elephant, you can remove obstacles out of your way. We've got the spoon. To me, that is talking about consuming something, learning something, because you use a spoon to put something into your body. And it can be literally putting something healthy into your body, but also like learning would be like putting something into your brain. Yeah, even if it's not literal, but or getting to know somebody. Everything you consume, like something new you learn about a person, about yourself. Then we've got something happening for you in the 3D because we've got the seashell and it's a spiral. So there is something that is going, yeah, you will reach your center, you will reach your destination. Then we've got do not worry too much. This is basically about just letting your thoughts flow. Maybe you're a writer, because I don't know, I just got that, because to me the wind, it is the air is the symbol of the mind, and a leaf is like floating in the wind. You know, it has no direction, it just lets itself wander. Then we do have a deceased loved one protecting you. To me, this is not spirit as an angel. This is to me a spirit, like somebody you knew physically. Somebody that was here on earth who has passed over is protecting you. And we see this little heart loves you. Okay, so you have, I don't know, whoever it is, grandma, grandfather, child. Doesn't have to be an old person, but there's somebody who passed away watching over you. Not only this year, but in every year, always, okay? Then there may be love coming in because we've got this heart. Then we've got the heart with the lock and keys. So maybe some of you are already in a relationship, or you have something stable coming in, or meet someone that can be stable in the future. We got fate. And then we got this symbol. It's a knot that also, for me, signifies soulmate relationships. Something you know from past lives, because it's a knot. So you know that person, it will feel very familiar, like you've known this person for a while. Then we've got the turtle dove, which can indicate love as well. But also the dove, to me, indicates the divine protecting you, sending you symbols, synchronicities, something like that. So there is love for you as well. But again, I think for you, more important will be to free yourself from what others think about you. That is what's going to be most important for you this year. And then we will see what you've got. 1, 2, and 3. You've got the ring, right? Because they were all the same. Yeah. We've got another ring in one of the previous, in the first video. And the same bad joke. It is. Angela is telling to her friend, I have to really be careful that I don't get a child now. And her friend is like, I thought your man was sterilized, like fake neutered. I don't know how you call it in a person. And she's like, right, exactly. So this can indicate maybe pregnancy, but also children indicate new projects. Something that is growing. Doesn't have to be literally a child. If you don't want a child, protect. Because again, it does talk about getting a child. For some of you that may come true, of course. And then we've got the ring. And look, it looks like a pig snout. I'm trying to focus it. And can you tell? Yes, like a pig. Pig stand for good luck. So we've got the good luck ring. And rings are talking about commitment. So it can be that you are being committed to your project or your person. Maybe you are people that help you with your project. And also it can be, of course, a relationship that there's more commitment coming. So that was you, pile number 4. I hope you liked that reading. If you did, please let me know. Like, subscribe, and share. And I do offer private readings as well, of course. And yeah, please subscribe and hit the bell button, and I would appreciate it because that would help my channel to grow. And that is one of my New Year wishes, hopes, manifestations that is making progress. So you can help me with that. Anyway, I wish you a very happy 2020. All the best, good wishes, and yeah, bye.